toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive.
And they'll be led by their 5'11 quarterback, and a mobile one at that. From Temple, it's P.J. Walker.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. The numbers on the ground for Foreman in last week's contest. 24 carries, 110 yards in the score.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. To throw again on 2nd down. Walker got his man complete over the middle. That's Anderson.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The Panthers at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They're working out of the gun here, Walker.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll run for it. This is Foreman. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Again, it's Foreman. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run with Foreman. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the shotgun, it's Walker.
Found his target, it's Anderson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. Here's Foreman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Caught on the slant. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down. They'll go with Foreman. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score.
Deontay Foreman, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And it was finished off by Deontay Foreman on the touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field. And, of course, at quarterback, 23-year veteran who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
After the run by Foreman, here's 1st and 10. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. 2nd and 8. They run again with Foreman, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3, and the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Marr able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
A kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Patriots from Foxborough. A rematch of Super Bowl 20. Bears won that one 46-10. But fear not for the Patriots. If I remember correctly, well, they've won a few in the years following. 2nd down, back to Fournette.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Walker. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now Foreman.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. A carry for Foreman. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On third down, Foreman. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They'll run on first down. Foreman, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They run the counter. Foreman, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
D'Onta Foreman
with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
For the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off by D'Onta Foreman on the touchdown run. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted. Both led to interceptions. Now they're facing the deficit. Another touchdown after that previous pick. Starting over here, first and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Marr now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Brady.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. And this is caught by Evans.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Across the formation, he finds Godwin.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. The final shot before half for Brady. Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And it's the live
message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports?
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. And here we go again with Tom Brady and Tampa's offense.
And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down. Here's Brady to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones.
Finding room at midfield.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection. Ryan to Jones there. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustment.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat of this ball game as well. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They run the counter. Foreman. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the...
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
On the counter, this is Hubbard.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Hubbard. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll look to run with Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have opened the lead up to 30. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
To throw is Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down, another chance for Hubbard. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And quickly, they get to the line. Right back to Hubbard. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. It's a room to and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Brady. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Succop's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at it.
Pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st down, Abdullah. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Abdullah on the counter. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Carolina. Amir Abdullah. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Marr on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's Amir Abdullah that finishes it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. Looking to throw. Right back to Chris Godwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, 1st down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 1st down is Brady.
And this one too low.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
They go with Abdullah again. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Up the middle, Abdullah.
88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
From the pistol, they'll run with Abdullah. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll give up the gun to Abdullah.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
The Panthers going to use the second of their time. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That one looks like he'll throw here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to do.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Carolina getting set to take the field.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Carolina, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.